Hi, welcome back. This is A from High Five Sci-Fi Tarot. This is your Capricorn. What's up in your love life / surprise reading for October 2021 for the sign of Capricorn. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Perhaps next month's message or the other October reading for Capricorn is the one for you. I would link that at the end of this video. Thank you for being here. If it doesn't resonate at all, any of the readings, it's okay. Maybe next month. So please subscribe if you would want to be the first to watch the reading for November. Or maybe I would make another surprise reading. We would first get 3 cards to check out your current situation, present situation as far as your love life is concerned. This doesn't necessarily have to be for lovers, for those who are coupled up. Could also be for single individuals. Could be somebody, you could have somebody you have a deep connection with but you are not really in a relationship with them, or somebody that you're eyeing to date, somebody that you haven't confessed your feelings. I apologize if I shuffle too long or if I pause during readings or if I stutter. English is not my first language. Please bear with me and I hope I am still making sense. I am not moving. That is what I am hearing from this Capricorn. Your heart is in a good place. If you are single, you're happily single, not really available. Perhaps you are here thinking about what could happen, wondering, or just curious, checking out what could happen in your love life. So maybe we would use the last 3 cards to check out the outcome or the future. What's coming up for you? This would be, after these 3 cards, we will get 3 cards to check out what happened in your past and see, maybe it has something to do with your current disposition right now. If you have been connected with, you share a deep connection with somebody in the past, I strongly feel that perhaps you are not in communication with them right now. I strongly feel that you are not giving a budge, or you wouldn't risk or spend more time reaching out to them. You are standing your ground here, dear Capricorn, and you're just happy with where you are at right now. If not really happy, being contented, being satisfied, perhaps with your singlehood if you are single. But if you are in a relationship, if you are having argument with your partner and you are here to seek an advice, I strongly feel that you're just chilling. You are okay with where you are at right now and you are standing your ground. You know that it is a petty argument and you will soon get over that. You are exactly where you need to be. That is what I am hearing. Let me just write that here, Capricorn. Exactly where you need to be. Whether or not you are having troubles or having challenges romantic wise, this also applies to you. You are exactly where you need to be. Valor and satiety, what a perfect combination for especially those who are single Capricorns out there who's watching this. Standing your ground, being confident with your beliefs, with your values, and your cup is full. If you're single, your cup is full. You have done your homework. You have done your self-care or self-love. Perhaps you have mastered your self-love. Anything that has something to do with nurturing yourself or giving yourself what you think yourself needs. As I have mentioned a while ago, you could be here because you are curious, or you lack that clarity about how to deal with your love life. perhaps confusion. Perhaps you're also thinking or asking your soul where to go, where do we go from here, what to do next. You could also be an achiever like me, who never gets satisfied about where they are at. Perhaps you are successful in terms of your business or in terms of your work, in terms of your career, and you're finally you're figuring out what to do next. So you are here trying to gain some insight about your love situation, your love life. Or perhaps somebody is giving you those mixed signals, could also be that one. And that is not something that is you could be that type of Capricorn who very organized or on top of things. You take matters into your hands, and you're getting confused about somebody who is giving you mixed signals. You may have been ultra focused on your career, or perhaps for some of you, you had a failed relationship in the past because of your hyper focus in work, or perhaps you are struggling with that work-life balance, or you could also be that person. For some of you, you had a lot of options, but you turned them all down, and perhaps you feel that you missed your chance. You made something happen in the past. Hyper focus on career. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, are very much inclined to do work, very hardworking, and inclined to finish a task. Sometimes they over-deliver, and perhaps that could be one of the reasons why you didn't have time. You didn't have time, quote-unquote, for your love life, but you made something happen in the past. You may be filled with, as I have mentioned, a lot of opportunities to be on a date or to find the person you can build a deep loving connection with, but in one way or another you missed that chance, and work could have been the culprit. But as I have mentioned a while ago, currently your heart is in a good place. You know where you stand, you know who you are, but sometimes you try to question things as they happen as far as your love life is concerned. Perhaps you're also the type who tries to question what's wrong with me. Or maybe you're thinking, how do I say yes to an offer? How do I... Ooh! Okay, that something may have happened in the past that didn't go as planned. It did not go as you expected it to go. I'm sorry for that snort. That is my dog who is sleeping, happily sleeping. And I apologize for that, for the noise, whatever noise that you can hear around me. Anyway, I feel like something happened in the past that brought you something that is not expected. You brought something into fruition, perhaps could be a career, a creative project, a career advancement, and it took its toll on your love life. You may have also took a risk in love, but of course it is subjective, but in one way or another it somehow failed, or if not failed, it didn't meet your expectations. Something disappointed you in the past, and you were on the verge of like shutting down, wanting to isolate yourself to the world. But right now, I strongly feel that you are ready to do so. Perhaps quite confused or not yet sure how to do it exactly. But you are ready. You took matters to your hands, perhaps wanting to be in control of your love situation or your love life or your past relationships, and it didn't turn out well for both parties, if not only for your in your end. You could also be, you don't want to take it. What happened to that card, to those cards? You weren't ready perhaps to give up your job, give up your project, and it was something that it was the major blockage in your love life. That is what I'm getting. I strongly feel that this is you. Perhaps during this lockdown, you were able to connect with you're able to find hobbies or discover aspects of yourself that you never thought you have. Perhaps you have learned to cook, you have learned to bake, or you have learned to, I hate to say it, but that is what I am hearing. Perhaps in the past you have been that career woman, but right now you are very much in touch with your domesticated self. I hope I'm not offending anyone, but you are now connected with your the nurturing side of you. You never thought that you could be a good cook, that you could be a very tidy person, like a Marie Kondo type of individual who loves to declutter, who loves to let go of things that no longer serve them. You never thought that you would be that kind of person, that tidy and organized person, but now here you are towards the journey of being ready. I hope also I'm not offending anyone when I say you are turning out to be the wife material that you never thought you were. And perhaps before you haven't believed in marriage, but right now you are very much ready, more than ready than any of your married friends. You are more than ready to be in that in that situation, like motherhood. I hope I am not offending you. If you don't like to be a mom, then so be it. But perhaps your skills are, being a mom is an amazing job, as I always tell my friends, and it's a lifelong journey. And more than anyone else, I feel like you are the one. You are. It's not intentional. It's more of you are ready for motherhood without you intending to be one. I hope I am making sense. I had my disclaimer that I English is not my first language, but I hope I am making sense. In other decks, you have this lady here who is the owner of a candy factory, willing to share the beauty of her kingdom, of her candy factory, willing to share tangible form, willing to share her candies, willing to share all her creations, like her cakes, her paintings, abundance. You are very, very abundant right now, and you did your assignment, you did your homework on being this abundant type of individual, dear Capricorn. And I feel that this nurturing aspect of you and this abundant, you are finally recognizing the abundance that you have, or being grateful for what you have right now. I apologize for the noise. Our neighbors just can't stop constructing, and I hope it doesn't distract you. I strongly feel that you are finally letting go of that sense of control that you want. You may have been a control freak, or a very organized person, to a point that you are judging your partner. And right now, I strongly feel that in the near future, or in your future relationship, if you are single, you're letting go of that control, and more being in touch with your feminine self, the nurturing aspect of yourself. There will be a new opportunity for you. An advice, I strongly feel that this is an advice also for you to never fear. As I have mentioned, you have taken a risk in the past. You have brought something to fruition, but it didn't go as planned. And as a result, you are already hesitating to take a risk. But right now, what the advice for you I am getting is that take some risk. Do not fear taking those risks. You could be the one who's taking action always in the past. The one taking action. These two cards here are cards of action for me. Over planning, overthinking, and much as you don't want to hear that, it was your Achilles heel. And right now you are being guided to let go of that sense of control, come into your heart space, and connect with your skills and talents, and just welcome in people. As I've mentioned, this woman here is the abundant lady, the mother. Abundance, wealthy, and you have that candy factory. Perhaps it's about time for you to open up to new opportunities and bring yourself out there, or encourage people coming into your candy factory. Not owning it and isolating yourself, and not enjoying it on your own. Let me get one more card, please, as an advice for dear Capricorn. Okay. Come out of your head space, come out of your overthinking space. Perhaps you have lost, you lack that clarity towards quote unquote managing your love life, simply because you are the action oriented type. You are the one who you imbibe the yang energy, the masculine energy of doing things, keep on doing, being on a loop of doing, taking action. Perhaps it's about time to connect with your feminine side, connect with your intuitive self, and more of receiving, being receptive to others, not so much of a judgmental or critical of others, and more of letting go of that I don't know, paranoia or script. You have your own definition, or you put on meaning to a situation even before it happens. So I guess I would have to leave it at that. And I would return to what I have mentioned a while ago. You're exactly where you need to be. If there's something that you want to take action, or if there's an action you want to create an action step towards something, it's more of working on your overthinking, perhaps overthinking self, and allow yourself to receive and to work on your passion, work on that, whatever it is that you're working on. Perhaps a hobby, painting, baking, cooking, perhaps that's where you need to focus on. Okay, I guess I would have to leave it at that. I would link the Capricorn reading towards the end of this video. Perhaps you're already seeing it. That's the October reading, and I hope to see you next time. In the description box below, you would see more readings or link to the blog wherein you could also make your own 3-card spread. So I hope to see you next time. Bye bye, Capricorn.